My name is Jessica Engel. I'm from Ms. Gross's Period 2 class, and the date is April 21st, 2020. Today, we're going to be talking about oxidation. So, let's begin about the science behind oxidation, the basics. Oxidation is commonly known as when an object is exposed to oxygen and there is a certain effect. The most well-known example is when a piece of fruit turns brown when it is exposed to oxygen. However, that is not the only way a substance can undergo this process. Oxidation is in fact when an atom, ion, or molecule loses electrons during a chemical reaction. When it loses an electron, it also increases its oxygen state. You may think this is all. However, oxidation does not work alone and cannot work alone. It is accompanied by its partner in crime, redox. So instead of only thinking there is one process, a big process called oxidation, there are actually two branches underneath, redox and oxidation, that make this process complete. So let's talk more about redox, also known as oxidation reduction. This process is the opposite of oxidation. In this process, an atom, ion, or molecule gains electrons. Oxidation and reduction also work together in the same reaction. One common example of oxidation reduction is rusting. In this process, when oxygen reacts with the iron, it loses its 3 electrons, while the oxygen is gaining or stealing these electrons. It's like a cycle. The substance loses and the oxygen gains. This creates a chemical reaction, changing the physical state of the iron into a weak red substance. So, in the process of losing these electrons and the oxygen gaining them, it's changed from a strong silver piece of metal to a weak, brittle, red substance. These are the resources that I use to get this information, and I would like to thank you all for listening today to my presentation. Hopefully you learned something about oxidation. I certainly did. Bye.